Hello everyone, it's me. God, I probably sound really close to the camera, but I was asked quite a while ago actually if I would do a Black Phoenix collection video, so I'm doing it. It was a really long time ago, so the person that asked me, I'm really sorry, I can't remember who you are. You'll have to excuse my voice as well. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I probably sound a bit right now, but that's attractive, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to do them. I wanted to start by saying I have reviewed individually 90% of my collection, so if any of them interest you and you want to know more about them, because I'm going to do like a little brief overview of them, but I'm not going to go into too much depth because it will take a long time. So yeah, if all you need to do is go to my homepage and scroll down. I've got, because I'm a little bit OCD, everything is done in playlists, so it's easier to find, and there is a Black Phoenix playlist halfway down the page, so you can just find all of them in there. Not all of them, like I said, 90% of them. So they're in this box. I've kept them in all different kinds of things really over my time of collecting them, and I'm doing my collection now because I feel like I've kind of plateaued with my collection. I don't feel like it's going to grow much more. I've gone through my crazy buying stage and I've kissed a lot of frogs to get to my princes basically, so you know, I try new stuff every now and then, but yeah, for now I just kind of stick to what I know and replenish it as needed, and occasionally I'll get a new one. So they're in here. My friend Lewis got me this lovely box which I chipped recently, which is really bad, but never mind. They're in here. I used to have more, but I've used them up. They're divided kind of higgledy-piggledy. These ones over here are kind of the more gourmand ones. These ones here, there is a gap in between here if you can't really see it. These ones here are what I consider to be, I guess, more kind of daytimey ones, and then this stuff here is the more hard stuff. This is for the people that like the heavier, more gothic-y kind of oils, which I really do as well. I like both facets of their company. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go straight into it. As I said, I'm not going to tell you so much about each one because I've reviewed loads, but here we go. I'm just going to grab them out and here we go. So, first one. Dun, 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 dun. What are you? 51. This one is 51. It's named after Area 51 and it's described as an alien musk. I think it kind of smells green. It actually smells a little bit like Alien by Tom Mugler, I'm not going to lie, but it is different. It's a general catalogue, so you can still buy this one. It's quite popular too. It's quite nice. That's the kind of general label as well, just in case you're wondering. A lot of the general catalogue ones just have this generic label. The more closer I get, the blurrier it gets, but yeah, that's 51. Next. Oh, that echoed. What's this one? This one is Angerinalia. This is one of the ones that I've got a couple of backups of. I absolutely love this. It's to me it's got a lot of it's quite beautiful. It's got olive blossom in it, and I think it kind of smells a little bit like a Chanel perfume. I know that some people probably raise their eyebrows at that, but it does. It's got columns and stuff. It's named after, it's a Christmas oil, this one. It's a limited edition and it's named after some sort of festival. I'm not sure. I'll have to read it up. This one is Strawberry Moon. This one, I've not actually worn this one properly yet. I've had it for quite a while. This is one that they released in summer. When is it? Let me read it now. 2012. They did Strawberry Moon before, quite a few years ago, and it was more of a linear kind of plasticky strawberry, where this one has got a little bit more going on. It's got kind of grassy tones to it, strawberry obviously, and I think it's got dandelion in it as well, so it's like a real summery affair, I guess. Oh, I sound really like a big old drag queen today. What's next? Let me see. This one is, oh, I can't pronounce this one properly. I think it's Vasakasaja? Vasakasaha, I don't know. This one was one that I probably never would have bought actually. I haven't reviewed this one yet. I got a sample of it from a lovely BPAL member and I just fell in love straight away. I've forgotten what's in it, I do apologise, but I will review it eventually. Let me just quickly smell it actually. I don't know, it's kind of sweet and fruity, and I don't know, bit difficult to describe. They released 8 heroines, they were called. They named 8 perfumes after famous women, ladies, I don't know. That's quite a cool one. These are the daytimey kind of ones, by the way, or kind of summery, I would say. What's this one? Oh, Fairy Market. This one is part of the Stardust collection. You know the movie? Have you seen Stardust, anyone? Yeah, the Fairy Market. This one is sadly discontinued, but oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I've reviewed this one. It's got grass in it again. It's kind of like sugared candy, but grass, and it's got incense in it as well. I need to smell this one just to... I need to put a bit on my hand of that one. I'm going to end up with loads on my hands, aren't I? It's like it's just the most beautiful grassy, sugary kind of smell. I don't know. The label's really lovely. It's got little lanterns on it and things hanging from string. Gorgeous. That one's probably hard to find. Just while I'm doing it, I just want to tell you. Let me just have a sip of wine as well. If any, if you're a BPAL fan and you're getting into them, and any of these interest you, the best way to get the limited edition ones is to join the forum. The people on the forum are amazing. I'll put the link down below here. You can join it. There's a constant stream of people selling stuff, so it's a really good way to get limited editions and to get stuff sent. A lot of them will send abroad as well if you're UK like me, and most of them are just really lovely people. Well, all the ones I've come into contact with are. So anyway, next, this is the old general catalogue label. They used to look like this. This is the newer ones. This one is Aunt Caroline's Joy Mojo. It's part of the collection that's called the Conjure Bag. They don't have the description or the ingredients on it, but each of them is supposed to kind of change your mood or evoke a feeling. And this one pretty much smells to me like bubblegum. It's like a fruity strawberry bubblegum. Kind of smells like sweet rubbers, and when I say rubbers I don't mean condoms, I mean when you were a kid and you had the really colourful things you used to rub out your pencil. That's amazing. It's really strong as well for such a sweet fragrance. The next one, this one, gorgeous label. This is Green Phoenix. It's an anniversary oil. They release ones every time it comes to November. That's when they were launched. This is the 2000 and I don't know because it doesn't say it on the label. The label's lovely. I wish you could see it properly. It's actually a phoenix made out of leaves, and every ingredient in it is green. It's got mint, it's got sage, it has lime, it has grassy notes again as well. It's quite fresh and lovely. Yeah, really nice. It's lovely. It's like a very light mint, and it's just, if you like green kind of smells, that one's going to be for you. What else? This is a Christmas one. It's called Midwinter's Eve. They release this quite often, actually. Well, most Christmases. My hand looks really bizarre on this camera. Yeah, this one is sugared plums. That's what it is. It's a sugar plum scent. So it's very berryish, sweet, candyish as well. Although the label depicts a very snowy scene, it doesn't smell like that at all. I said that in my review. I've reviewed this one, but that's very sweet as well. Kind of fruity, girly, fun. What is next? Rose Red. Oh wow, this one is, it's another Christmas one. This one actually came out in 2007, but they release this every Christmas. So if you're watching this now, which is Christmas time, you can get it. This is pretty much the exact smell of if you took a bunch of scissors to roses. I always say that. If you cut up loads of stems of roses and took some really dark rose petals, it smells like a very intense, stemmy rose. It's very realistic. It smells like a florist. And yeah, it's one of my more interesting ones, I would say. It's another one where I'm not really sure when to wear it. I don't have much left though, because I've decanted this for a few people. But yeah, that one is really strong as well. A lot of them are really strong, I'm not going to lie. What's next? Oh, Midnight on the Midway. There's a collection that they used to have, which, sorry, I'm just adjusting myself. They used to have a collection called Carnival Diabolique, and this is one of those. It was themed around a really creepy carnival and the people that might perform there or you might see. And this one, yeah, Midnight on the Midway. It's a very incensey fragrance. It's got champaca in it. It's really floral. This is actually my second bottle of it. I bought a backup because I really like this one. I need to smell this one too. It's kind of a soapy, incensey champaca, and I really like that one too. I haven't worn that for ages. I might wear that one soon. The label's really detailed, so you probably can't see it, but it's kind of like a creepy Ferris wheel with bunting going across. I love that one, and I hope that the carnival comes back soon so some people can get to try it. Candy Phoenix. This is another anniversary one. The anniversary ones are often called something Phoenix, and this one is all about the candy. It's literally, imagine putting pink into a bottle and just smelling like sweets, basically. If you're a Lush fan, I said this in my review as well, if you're a fan of Lush, the company, they sell a soap called Rockstar, and this smells like Rockstar soap, which is really cool, and that's why I love it, because I'm a Lush fan too. I used to work there. That's just such a pleasure to smell. It's like berries and just yumminess. And this one, Pink Moon. Another limited edition. It's a lunacy blend. I don't know if you know much about the lunacy blends, but every time it's a full moon, Black Phoenix release a perfume for 3 days while the moon is full, and you can buy them, obviously. And this one came out quite a long while ago, but you can still buy this on their Etsy shop. So if you want to try it, go for it. This smells, again, it smells like pink in a bottle. It smells kind of like honey, and it's got a flower in it called phlox, which I think is a night blooming flower. It's got kind of soft florals and pinkness, and it's obviously very sugary as well, but it isn't so much gourmand. I don't know, it's a bit of a tough one to describe, that one. Actually, I haven't reviewed this one yet either, but it's got a lot of soft pinky tones to it, which is quite obvious. Really like that one, and yeah, I actually have 2 bottles of that one. It's a great one. So onto the gourmandy stuff. I'll save the dark heavy stuff for later, because they're kind of my favourites, I would say. So yeah, onto my more gourmandy Black Phoenix perfumes. So, what have we got? Okay, this one, Velvet Unicorn with a rainbow. This one is, they did a collection of scents based around paintings. These paintings that were painted onto velvet. They had Velvet Clown, Velvet Nudie, Velvet Bandito, and Velvet Unicorn was the one that grabbed my attention. As I said, it's very gourmand. The description was things like cherry fluff and rock candy dust and marshmallow and lemon blossom, I think, is even in there. That's a really kind of candy-ish one again. You can see I've got quite a few of those kind of ones, which I don't really wear that often, but I should. I like the label of it. I like the fact that it's got a unicorn on it. I mean, who doesn't like unicorns? I've reviewed this one. It was a gift from somebody, and let me smell it. Yeah, it even feels a little bit coconutty. It's like a coconutty lemon candy floss kind of thing, which is lovely. Okay. This one is Sticky Pillowcase. This is a Halloween limited edition. I sent samples of this out recently to a few people. It's like a real burnt sugar and marshmallow fragrance. Again, it's got lots of marshmallow in it, but when you first wear it, it's like a very light burnt brown sugar, so it's very foody in that way, but when it dries, man, is it really sweet. It's really projects really far as well. This one doesn't mess about. This is a quite strong one as well, which I really liked. So every time I do this, there's a weird ringing. Can you hear that? Excuse me. Oh, who are we now? Okay, who are we now? This is Huesos de Santo. This one is another Halloween one. It's named after a particular celebration or festival that happens around Halloween time in Latin American countries, I believe. This one is really cool. It's got custard in it, It's got like a spicy custard kind of note and orange cake, so it really does smell like something you just want to eat rather than, or drink even, rather than put on your skin. Yeah, it's like a spicy custard, a bit vanilla-y, like a cinnamony orange as well, so a lot of stuff going on in that one. And the label is a skull with sweets and candle and creepy stuff. Then we have Snow White. I'm not sure why this one is actually in my gourmand bit. I should have put it in this bit. This one used to be one of the most sought after royals ever because it was released once and then it went away. But now you can get Snow White all the time at Christmas, which is great. Another mystery one. It doesn't have any ingredients listed. It just says something about flurries of snow. I don't know, something chilly evening and flurries of snow. This is really, really beautiful, and I mean really beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful ones I have. It's wow, oh god, I love it. Let me just smell it again. Just having a smellgasm here, guys, sorry. It smells, it's kind of like a coconutty, but a really light, musky coconut. I read somewhere ages ago that this had something in it called a musk lily, which I don't know if that's even real or not, but I'm going to hold on to that because it's kind of like what it would be. It's a very musky coconut, and it's really gentle, but it projects really far, and it stays on you for ages. I haven't worn this for ages. God, it's only when you get them out again that you realise, you know, I wear them every different one, you know, different ones every now and then, and sometimes I just forget about ones, but Snow White is in my top 10 ever limited editions. It's really hard to describe, but it's absolutely stunning. I love it. Then we have Midway, another one that's themed on a carnival. This is themed on all of the smells you would smell while walking down the midway of a carnival. So again, this has candy floss in it. Oh god, I have to smell it again. A little bit like sugar as well, kind of like burnt sugary again, but better. This is better than Velvet Unicorn, I would say. It's a lot lighter though. This is one of the lightest Black Phoenix ones I've ever smelled, actually. This was part of their Carnival Noir collection, and then they resurrected it again in, I'm not sure what year, but it says Midway Resurrected on it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. And then the last one is Beaver Moon. Oh, this is another lunacy one. It came out in November 2007. This smells pretty much exactly like a strawberry cheesecake. It has the biscuity feel, it has the creaminess, it's got strawberry in it, it's got cherry in it as well. This is the most foodie and fun Black Phoenix that I own. This is edible, literally. It smells like a milkshake. That's how nice it is. And it's also really, really strong, but it smells like a strawberry milkshake, cheesecake, biscuit kind of smell. And biscuit in England, I would say cookie, because biscuit in America, I recently discovered, isn't the same thing as biscuit over here. So kind of like cookie base, yeah, strawberries, cream, just loveliness. So on to the hard stuff. So when I think of Black Phoenix, although they've got, you know, a really fun side and a kind of, they do lots of perfumes based on fun things, you know, and unicorns and sugar and fun fairs, I see them as, I prefer their darker side. I think when they do dark perfumes, they really do them well, and these are some of my favourites basically. So I think it's what they do best. They are kind of gothic by nature, and yeah, I just love them. So I'll put the others back in actually. So what's first in the dark side? So I'm really aware that my voice is really going to be really loud, but never mind. So we have King Cobra. Anyone that's a fan of Black Phoenix will know or will have heard of Snake Oil. Snake Oil is their best-selling perfume. It is amazing. It's my biggest compliment getter of all of their perfumes. It's got some sort of magic in it. I don't know what they've done, but they released a set of snakes. The Carnival Diabolique scents I mentioned before. Sorry, Carnival. Yeah, Carnival Diabolique scents I mentioned before had all of these crazy carnival characters, and one of them is Phaser, the Black Mamba. She's a snake woman. So they released that perfume, and then they did 7 companion scents to go with her. And I've got a couple of the snakes. They were all snake oil based with other things added in. King Cobra is, it's got frankincense in it. It's a much more resinous version of snake oil. It's got like an incensey tone. It's a little bit more sharp and exotic, even though snake oil is very exotic anyway. But this one is super strong and dark and gorgeous, and it's got lots of spices in it, as well as vanilla, but that's more of an undertone. It's more kind of oriental and Arabian or Indian kind of smelling. Love this one. Go down there. Excuse me. What's this one? Khajuraho. Oh, this is the one I have the most backups of. I've used them actually, but this one is beyond crazy. I don't know. This has got a lot of stuff in it. It's based on, I think it's an Indian festival. It's got Davana blossom in it. It's got tuberose. It's a really strong floral, and it's very spicy, and I just love it. It kind of reminds me of Lush as well, the shop, when you actually walk in, where you're hit with so many things you don't know what you're doing. This is that, Khajuraho. And I always think it sounds like Khajuraho, and I kind of like it for that reason as well. Next, Red Moon, another lunacy, obviously. This one came out in 2007 in summer. This has got orange in it. It's spicy. It's mainly orangey, but it's got one of their most used notes, which is dragon's blood resin, which apparently smells like lilacs. I think it smells like an incensey lilac. It's kind of incensey as well, dragon's blood that is. And this is a lighter red, dark red smelling fragrance that's incensey and gorgeous and lovely. A lot of their dark ones have incense in, as you can tell the theme. Scheherazade. This one, wow, this is in my top 5 ever Black Phoenix perfumes. Forget limited edition, forget general catalogue. This is the ultimate incense fragrance. I only have this much left, and I'm getting really, really concerned. I need to get more. This smells pretty much like India. It's like incense smoke. It is a little bit resinous. It's got a lot of red musk in it as well. It's really sharp and powerful. It's very pungent. It smells like an Arabian perfume as well, but much better. It's, when I first smelled this, I remember my eyes rolling back in my head and me saying, I found it. I found my ultimate Black Phoenix perfume on the darker side. This I will never be without, and it's a general catalogue as well, as you can tell by the label. It's beautiful. I would recommend anyone to try this if you're into incensey fragrances. It's beyond amazing. I love it. Ah, the famous snake oil. Oh, almost running out. Look how thick that is. I don't know if you can see. That is almost like syrup. It is Indonesian spices, vanilla. It's a very difficult one to describe until you smelled it. It dries down quite powdery, but it's one of the strongest perfumes I own above everything else. It just needs a few dabs. It's my biggest compliment getter. It's magic. It makes people want to make love to you. So any of you lot out there that are kind of hard up for a bit of loving, put some of this on. It's true, I'm not lying. Oh, this one, this should have actually been over with these guys over here. I've not worn this before. This was actually a gift from somebody. Ben, thank you, Evil Dead 2002. This is called Man with Phallus Head, believe it or not. They release every year a set of perfumes based on Japanese paintings. They're called, I think it's called Secret Ideas for Novel Ideas for something. They're also known as shunga oils. I'm not sure. A lot of them have very Japanese ingredients like rice and kind of papery and cherry blossom and things like that. This one is actually a very musky fragrance. Let me just quickly smell it, because I've not reviewed this and I've not worn it much. That also smells a little bit like honey as well, like a very honeyed, feathery musk, and quite sensual as well, that one. I need to discover that one a bit more. So the picture is a man with a penis as a head and a mop top, and you can't really see it, but He's got some crazy hair going on. Apparently penises have hair on the top. Another amazing perfume. This one's called Madame Moriarty, the Misfortune Teller. This one is another Carnival Diabolique fragrance, which I hope is coming back, like I said. This is tobacco, it's plum, it's kind of medicinal, it's incensey. Again, I always go for their incensey fragrances, I love them. It's very unusual, it's kind of dark red and it's themed on this evil fortune teller that I think kills people. I've reviewed this one on my channel as well, so go and check it out because that one's really special too. It's another very popular oil, that one. Next, Dragon's Milk. This is another one you can get now. It's a general catalogue one. It has their infamous dragon's blood resin in it, which is, like I said, that lilac-y, incensey tone. But this has got honeyed vanilla added to it. So this one has a very warm, well-rounded kind of feel to it. And this is another one that gets me loads of compliments. I love it. Camera's going to run out of battery. Temple Viper. This is another snake pit one. You know, I said about Phase of the Black Mamba. This has got resins added to it as well. This one's quite difficult to describe. I can't really remember what's in it, but it's another beautiful one. My camera's gonna die, but I'm gonna have to continue. So we have Smut. What a lovely word, Smut. This one is 3 musks, different kinds of musks. I'm not sure which. It might be. They use a lot in their perfumes. And then boozy notes. So this is like a very alcohol-driven, musky, slutty perfume, basically. It's got a lot of red musk in it as well. I can tell from the smell. It's beautiful. I love it. Black Lace. This was an exclusive for a company they sell perfumes at, which is called Dark Delicacies in LA. If you live there, go and check it out. This is beautiful. This is vanilla, tobacco, cotton. It's like a very dark, cottony, gothic smell. I mean, Black Lace is the perfect name for it. It's very beautiful. I love that one as well, and it's also really strong. This one I can't pronounce really. It's called Sed No Sashata. I've reviewed it as well. This one smells a little bit nutty, kind of like peanuts, but then it's also covered in honey and musks, and it's very, very sensual, and also a massive compliment getter. It's very warm and light brown smelling in colour, if I had to describe it. Bit of a weird description, but it's true. And then to end, well, there's one more after this. This is the first ever Black Phoenix perfume I ever smelled, and it's blue. It's in the old blue bottles. First one I ever smelled. Fell very deeply in love with it, and I've never gone back. It's in my top 5 Black Phoenix perfumes ever. It's called Blood Amber. This is the first time I ever smelled Dragon's Blood, which, as I said before, is a beautiful lilac-y incense kind of smell, with loads of amber. So it's on my hand right now. Oh, it's just, I don't know, it's one you'd have to just smell. It's a very difficult one to describe. The liquid is actually red as well. You can't really tell in this light, but it's a red perfume when it goes onto your skin. But yeah, Blood Amber you can still get it as well, general catalogue. Absolutely stunning, I love it. And then I'm going to end, because I forgot actually, on my favourite ever Black Phoenix perfume, which I just reviewed as well, which is Pink Phoenix. This is honeycomb, strawberry, vanilla bean, sugared pear, sweet pea. It's really fun. It smells like doll heads and crazy sweet goodness. And it's the one that I've got 6 bottles of this because I absolutely adore it. You can still get it on their Etsy site, which I mentioned in my review. And that concludes my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Click up here to subscribe. Ding! And yeah, I'll see you guys soon for another review. This was a good collection. I wanted to do it for a while, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully my voice wasn't too loud on the camera. So yeah, speak to you soon. Bye.